Hi, and welcome to the Heal and Release Masterclass. Now, this is life changing if you want it to be. The power and the decision lies within you, okay? It is honestly as easy as that. This is a beautiful opportunity, and I never go into the next year or the next chapter in my life that I feel when I'm about to do something new. It might be a new program I'm doing, maybe moving house, or maybe a new month. I do this every month. It might be a new season, a new year. So when I'm filming this is December. And this is a beautiful time to really bless, heal, and release the chapter you've just been in, the year, the month, and take in with you all that does serve you. Most people think I just want to have a completely fresh, clean, new, wipe the slate clean. So yes, but we actually want to take all the beautiful learning that we've definitely learnt this year or in this chapter. Okay, I like to use the word chapter because I don't think you need to wait a whole year. I don't think you need to wait for the new year. I don't think you need to wait for the new month. It's not about time, okay? It's not about the beginning of the week or being the end of the month or end of the year. I would remove those. They can be poignant times, but it's more when you feel it's time. Start following your intuition more, okay? When you feel it's time for me to release this. Something's feeling heavy. It's time to heal it and bless it and release it. So I want you to, there will be some questions in this program as well. So depending on where you're watching this, there is a Facebook group that we've made for this as well, called Heal and Release. And in there you'll find the worksheets. Okay, so that will be in there. And if you're watching this on YouTube or somewhere else, then we will post a link to the Facebook group. And we will also maybe just put the questions in the description box. So have a look there. And this is part of a wider program that I do. The full program is Wealthy Warriors Lifestyle Program, okay? And that is based upon my 5-pillar methodology. It's an award-winning program for deep emotional healing, emotional regulation, empowerment. This is really so that you can achieve your limitless potential, gain bulletproof confidence, really have that warrior energy in your mind, body, in your bank account, ignite your life calling, your life purpose, and to really go to the next level. But this is not just about hustle and grind. When I use the word warrior, this is about that mental, that strength, that courage, that determination, but with ease, grace, and flow. So the wealthy part relates to your wealth consciousness within yourself. It relates to your self-belief, your self-discipline, but more your self-discipline in your self-love and your faith. I would strongly recommend that you all read the chapter called Faith in Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It's phenomenal. So I'm studying that at the moment. I'm studying it, and I'm studying it almost every day. There have been a couple of days I've missed, but that's often just because I've been studying something else. But my goal is to study that every day, faith as a concept, for the next 30 days. And it is based upon this chapter. And it really is about building that, within the formless substance, God, universe, spirit, whatever terminology works for you, but also that faith, that belief within yourself that you've got this, and then taking the action. Absolutely, you're going to take action, okay? But you take the action from that frequency of faith within yourself and the universe. or God, or formless substance. Otherwise, so it really is based upon how you feel about yourself. Okay, hope you can hear me okay. So what I want you to do is to really take your time to go through the previous chapter, whether that's the previous year, the previous month. Maybe you're tying up an old job or an old relationship or something. And it doesn't always have to mean something that you feel bad about or feel sad about. It just feels like it's just a time, okay, to heal and release. I do this very regularly. And this is part of taking responsibility for your life and your health, including your mental health, okay? Because healing is not just about you've been deeply hurt, because you don't wait for that level of pain. You heal it many steps before that point arrives, because you get to know yourself so well, you know your boundaries so well, that you're constantly evolving, constantly. I am committed to self-growth this whole lifetime. It was just 111 when I looked then. I'm committed to my self-growth this whole lifetime. I think it's phenomenal. I think it's really important. And I love serving, transforming, helping to transform other people's lives as I transform my own, constantly with gratitude for where I am right here, right now, and for where I'm going. So I think that's just so important, to keep going, to never quit on yourself, but to take time out to actually really focus on your own healing. So yes, my 5 pillars are healing, empowerment, awakening, releasing, and rising and thriving. And that's my heart method. Okay, so my Wealthy Warrior Lifestyle Program, it has won an award. So I'm an award-winning coach, an award-winning doctor. I'm a full-time medical doctor. I've got 2 kids, age 3 and 5. And it's people often ask, how do you get it all done? Well, this is how it's done. Okay, you just take the action, but it's from a place of faith. And that faith is not just some dreamy concept. That also is work, inner work. I hope you can hear me okay, sorry. That is also inner work, which is so important. Like, look, right now, I'm delivering this masterclass to you like this. I had planned to do it at home with, all set up with my lighting and everything. But then there was like my kids would have been in some all-day clubs. It's Christmas holidays and nursery, but then there's a scarlet fever outbreak at the moment, so the nursery had closed, and the club didn't feel so comfortable to leave them kind of there all day, so they're in a class at the moment which is about half an hour to an hour long. So I'm sitting here in the cafe, right, just sitting here with my headphones on, with a microphone, and I'm making it happen. But I have the full faith. This is, I've got something I feel important to say based upon my transformation, my journey so far, everything that I'm learned when I'm helping to heal my patients as a medical doctor, as a coach. I'm also a best-selling author. So all of these different ways in which I feel I have something important to share. So I'm not going to wait for some perfect moment, for some perfect time, all the conditions to be perfect, because it will never happen then. Okay, and there are people who I feel would massively benefit from this, just like how I have when I was taught it, or when I learnt it in all the different ways. So I'm so glad that those people never waited for some perfect time, because then I would have had to wait to receive my healing too. So don't wait for some perfect time when you're doing this work as well, when you're doing the worksheets, basically when you're reflecting. A great way is looking at your photos from the previous year. Go through all of your photos, and you can maybe even make like a little collage, or you can go to Canva. It's a great app, and if you want, you can make like a little of all the good, amazing moments that you've really enjoyed this year. It's not just about good times, but it's about things that you've really learned about yourself that's made you feel so empowered and strong, and a real empress, a real queen. Things that you've really learnt, making like a little 1 minute story, a little 1 minute movie, which you can use using Canva. There's also iMovie. So many different ways of doing it if you want. So that's perfect. But the main thing really is answering the worksheets, about really thinking about, first of all, the healing and the releasing, right, in terms of what didn't work so well. And it's not really, I should rephrase this, not what didn't work, but it's more, what did I find was not serving me? Okay. And who, not that we're blaming others, because it's often a reflection of our own behavior, meaning if it's just things that we're allowing, right, we're allowing certain behavior, or we're portraying gaps in our aura, or gaps in our boundaries that we need to assert more. That doesn't mean you have to get angry. It just means that we need to be, that's where the self-discipline also comes in with self-love. That's what it means in a practical sense. Okay, it means a practical sense of, are you looking after yourself? Are you taking care of your physical vessel that you live in? Are you journaling, meditating? And yes, down to more of the basic, brushing your hair, self-care, taking care of yourself as well. So all of those things, and if you're not, then really asking yourself, why am I not? Why do I not feel that I maybe deserve to look after myself in this way? Or that, there's just not enough time to go to the gym, or to exercise, or to eat healthy food, or to have a smoothie with kale, or do I not deserve that? Why do I feel like that? So there'll be, all the questions will be there, and I would urge you to, that's the work. Okay, so it's all well and good watching these videos, but it's really about doing that inner work. I have lots of clients who come through my programs, and love them all. Okay, if you're watching this, you're my client, I love you all. But you can tell the difference between some who, they're all amazing, but the ones that really get the results are the ones who do the work. They do the work, they do the worksheets, they've watched all the modules, and they've often watched it, 2-3 times, and they've done the work. It's about implementation. It's like you and I could read a great book, okay? And one person won't read the book, they'll just buy it, it will sit on their shelf, they'll maybe read 1 or 2 pages, and then something comes up, and then they just kind of forget about it. So there's no real direction. You are the captain of your ship. So what we're doing right now is you are going as a captain into the captain's room, and you're looking at your map, which is your life, and you're really looking at the coordinates, and you're figuring out the whole point of what we're doing with heal and release is we are double checking we are on the right path. Are we going in the right direction? Because maybe there may be a little tweak that needs to happen. So now's opportunity, right? You don't wait until something to happen. So we're going to the captain's room, and we are looking at the coordinates. So what I want you to do is look at the coordinates of where you are right now. So I want you to take a piece of paper and make 3 columns. The first column is health, and that includes your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, and where are you right now with that. And it's not just about the number on a piece of paper of your weight, it's also about your feeling, and yes, maybe there are some physical health conditions that have manifested, but writing that down, okay? And then focusing on the second pillar, which is your wealth and work. Now, by wealth, I mean your income per month, and your self-worth is not attached to your income. Okay, so I'm not saying that, but it's it's one of the fewest measurable ways of looking at where you are. Now, there are a lot of miserable, divorced, unhappy, unhealthy millionaires out there. So like I said, it's not tying to your self-worth, but obviously it does make things easier if you are having more, better cash flow coming in. For example, if you're having a smoothie, buying, for example, organic, healthy vegetables in a badass blender that does it in a minute is a much nicer way to live than, it's like poor quality vegetables, or you're not even doing it at all because it just takes so long and you're having to do it all yourself, or you're having to clean the whole house yourself when you could get somebody else to do it for you. All of these things make a huge difference to your life and to your life purpose and the way in which you contribute to the world. Okay, so when you genuinely believe that you have a phenomenal service to deliver to the world, whatever that is, then yes, you want help. You want help in the form of a cleaner or a housekeeper to come help, or a nanny to look after the kids, if it's just like an hour, or like me with the kids club, if it's like, even if it's just like half an hour or an hour or whatever it is, because you feel you deserve it and you've got something important to share. We all have something important to share. It's just it's a level of self-confidence and awakening that warrior within. That's part of my heart method, awakening that within you, and then actually having the confidence to share that with the world. And it doesn't have to be perfect, and you just get it out there into the world. Okay, so one of the other programs I'm doing at the moment is how to become a published author. Well, it's already a program, but I'm writing another book, and that is also based upon heal and release, because some people may prefer to read it as a book as opposed to a masterclass. Right, so there's another way of getting this information out there into the world to help people to heal and release. And imagine in my terms, if I feel that if every single person in the world healed and released and did this like every week, every month, at the end of every chapter, did this very regularly, and emotional regulation, which is what we're doing right now, how much more calmer and amazing and safer and happier the world would be. Okay, so please do share this with who all your loved ones, whomever you think it will help. Please do share it. It's a really important skill to learn. So I want you to write down your income right now, and then the way in which you are doing that income, okay, and how you feel about it. This is all about your feelings, how you feel about it, because how I feel about being a doctor, which I love doing, might be very different to how someone else is doing it. So it's difference of opinions. Ultimately, it's how you feel. That's why when people ask me, how do you do it all? I'm like, well, it depends on what you classify as work, because I love being a doctor, I love being a coach, an author, a healer. I don't really label everything so much. I just see it as helping people transform their mind, body, and soul, right? Their life. Like I have a book called Habits, the 21-day plan, how to transform your mind, body, and life. And that's another way to help people. So whether I'm seeing somebody as a medical doctor, or as an author, or as a coach, or this masterclass, or my YouTube channel, for me it's all the same thing. It just depends on where that person's at in their journey. Okay, so for me, my passion really is deep emotional healing, but I have a awesome, amazing, award-winning skill set also in the physical body as well, and some people just need more help on that level. So it's really wherever they're at right now. And I'm grateful to serve in so many ways. So you don't have to be a doctor to serve in that way. You can do anything, okay? But it's about you awakening to your potential. So what I want you to do is to write down those 3 pillars. The third pillar is relationships. Relationships with yourself, relationships with others, and the biggest one is relationship with yourself. How you feel about you. That internal dialogue. Now, this is a whole masterclass in itself, the self. And that is all covered in my Wealthy Warrior Lifestyle program, and maybe I'll do another masterclass on that. But this is really about how you feel about you, and that internal dialogue. Okay, so really looking at where you are right here, right now, and anything that you feel is not where you want to be, healing that and releasing the sort of negative, low vibrational feelings relating to that. Because we don't want to take that into the next chapter. Because yes, we're going to go into the next episode, the next event, which is Awaken. And that's in that one, we're going to really do visioneering and really look at where you want to go. And that's then the postcode or zip code of where you want to go, like Google Maps. First, we need to know the postcode or zip code of where you are right now. And then the postcode or zip code of where you want to be. Okay, you need both. So, and then the how is actually the easy bit, to be honest. And I've got a whole program. I've got a whole program on that, whether it's business related or more life coaching. But this is so important that you take so important you take this time out for yourself to check where you are right now. Because if you want to make tweaks, you change as a person. But it's like, imagine you're the captain of the ship. As you go along this journey, you will see things. that you didn't see before you set off on the journey. So you may decide, actually, I don't think this is the right direction for us anymore, right? Because as you're going along the journey, you see things that version of you who initially thought of this journey never realized. And you may think, actually, I don't want to go there anymore. I want to go in this direction. And even just a one tiny degree tweak can set you off on a whole different destination, and maybe a whole different journey, a much more beautiful, exciting, happier, healthier, loving journey for yourself. Doesn't have to be hustle and grind. Okay, you may need to let go of people. You may need to let go of negative habits. Let go of the attitudes that you may have that are not serving you. Stories that you're telling yourself that don't serve you anymore. And this is all part of evolution. All right. Now I've got a recommended reading list that I would love for you to read. Audiobooks are fine. I'm going to put that into the group and also into the description of wherever you're watching this. But I would strongly recommend that you do the recommended reading. Ideally at least 3 times, and really studying it, like with a highlighter, with a pencil, listening to it several times. And if there's any exercises that come up in there, doing those exercises as well. Remember, it's all about implementation. But it's really about how you see yourself. This is why most people don't change or get the results. When people ask me, how do you do it? It's really about the attitude that you have within yourself, going within, not listening to other people's opinions. Actually, you want to cut yourself off to that, because other people's opinions about you are none of your business. It's all about what do you think about you, not in a self-elitist way, but in terms of introspection. That's evolution, right? But you have to do this inner work. It's like, I think it's fun work. And then you release it. I'd love you to write it all down on a piece of paper. That what you're releasing, what no longer serves you, the stories, the habits, just anything that you feel like, certain ways of working, jobs, etc., opinions of you that are not really your opinion but other people's. And I literally want you to write it down, and I want you to burn it. A little ritual. Burn it and release it and bless it, and just feel that energy. Okay. And I'm going to post some recording in here of the root chakra affirmations, which is going to help you. You can listen to it whilst you're doing it. I like to make myself a nice hot cup of cocoa whilst I'm doing this, and light a candle, and obviously be careful with candles, extinguish everything, but or you might like to listen to a mantra or some hot chakra music on YouTube. Whatever works for you. You can go to if you just go to YouTube, search heart chakra frequency, you can find some beautiful meditations there. And also root chakra, I think, is really important, because this is all about the foundation of self. So do let me know any questions you have in the comments below. I will definitely go through as many as I can. And if you want the full program on healing, because this is like a taster, then come and join us in Wealthy Warrior Lifestyle. Literally from, depending when you're watching this, December 31st midnight, everything is going to be going double in price. Okay, so it's currently 2.5k, sorry, for the 3-month program, 5k for the 6-month program, but everything's going to be doubling. So it's going to be 5k for the 3-month program and 10k for the 6-month program. This is the hybrid. It's a group coaching once a week, and you also get one-to-one private coaching day every single month. So it's a phenomenal program, life-changing. It's award-winning, and I would love to walk this journey with you. Sending you so much love and light. Do let me know your questions, and I will see you on the other side. Take care. Bye.